Howdy ho, good neighbors. What's going on? Happy Saturday the 14th. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. We're not going to be a very long show tonight at all. I don't have any guests. It's just me. Unfortunately, David River, the amazing artist on this book, doesn't speak English, so that's why he's not a guest. That's about it. I got a little tuft of hair. I hate this reverse. I don't know which way I'm going. There we go. Okay. Anyway. I know it can be very boring to look at these Kickstarter launches, looking at the page, but I can do it myself. So I'm not going to drag this out and make it absolutely deathly boring for you. But I am going to, of course, tell you what the book is about, solicit it, show you the page, show you the trailer, and we'll wrap this up in a half hour or so. I asked you to stick with me because we could use your support. I mean, Kickstarter's been tough a lot lately, and this is going to be a fun book. It's a good book, and it's a book that I really am proud of. I was told that this would be a good idea, and of course I don't listen. And then those people read the script, and they loved it. I take these classic monsters, and I can't use the word universal because of legal issues. They're classic monsters, and I put them in scenarios that are new and refreshing and different. I even do different things with the characters, and I'm very proud of it. I haven't seen other people do this, and I don't write that way because I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just what came up in my head. And I enjoy doing that. I love that very much. So I'm going to show you real quick. Hey, Elston, what's going on? Before we get into my campaign, I want to remind everybody that Elston Christopher on Facebook / Delirium LLC, him along with Chastity, they have an indie campaign right now for an indie film called Mimi and Friends. They're both on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. With Kickstarter has 25 days to go. Indiegogo, I think, has 29 days to go. Please go check it out. It's not expensive, but I read the script. Real fun. If you like horror comedy in the vein of Ghoulies, Gremlins, Critters, that stuff, you're going to love it. So please go check it out. A lot of great stop motion graphics and animation and organically done special effects, which is awesome. All right. Having said that, I'm going to play the trailer quickly on this, and then we're going to get into it, and we're going to launch. Okay, so that's the trailer by Let's Do This. Thank you so much to him for that. And we're going to get into the campaign. It's $2,500 is the goal we're looking at. I'm going for 47 days because I want this to end on midnight on Halloween. I want to catch the Halloween horror season. Now, I'm going to launch live, and then we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to ask you all to please pledge and help us start off strong. You have 47 days before it collects your money. So unless you don't think you're going to get paid $15-20 in that time, you can pledge confidently. If not, just please hit the remind me button so that way you get reminders and you don't miss out and forget the campaign, because I know life gets in the way and sometimes you forget campaigns. All right, so we're going to launch this live now. Exit preview. You can bear with me 1 second as we do this. We're going to launch live, and I hope that you are ready for some fun, because this book is a lot of fun. And I'm going to spoil some stuff too. I'm going to tell you some plot points that are coming up, because I really want you to understand that this book is different. It's not just Monster Squad. It's not just, these guys as the Avengers. There's a lot of different things that I'm putting in this book. and it's going to be a blast. Okay. So basically, the world, faces arcane threats, supernatural threats, things that they can't handle, right? Normal humans can't handle. So they've assembled these classic monsters: Frankenstein's monster, Count Dracula, a creature from a certain body of water. Legally, I can't say. The Invisible Man, the Phantom of the Opera, the Wolfman, all get together, and they all have their different abilities, different, aspects that they bring to it. Hey, Charles, what's going on? Cold Cutter, issue 1 through 3 is available with Charles, and number 4 is going to be on Kickstarter, hopefully in the next few months. If you like crime noir, please go check out Charles W. Morgan's page. DM him if you'd like a book. So they deal with this. Now, here's the thing. They work for a company. They work for a government agency called the Global Protectorate Agency. And there are other teams that will be introduced in other books eventually that the G.P.A. sponsors, because this is all in one world. This is all in the tragedy world, by the way. Arcane Syndicate exists in the tragedy world. So Dracula is with the humans, and one of the questions is why. Here's a cover by David River. It's the main cover. Here's a cover by Kevin West, famous Marvel DC artist who's right now on Judge Dredd. Awesome stuff. Kevin's an awesome dude. Does amazing work. I'm going to show you the original cover. I have it right here. I got the original work. Vlad the Impaler, who's up on the left, Nosferatu is on the right, and Count Dracula all exist in this world, and each one thinks the other is an imposter. Now, we don't know why Count Dracula is siding with the humans right now, why he's with them. Does he have ulterior motives? And if so, what are they? Is he creating his own vampire nation? What is he doing? The Nosferatu vampires are more feral. The Vlad the Impaler are more structured military, like knights with swords, etc., armor, but they're very structured and disciplined. And then there's Count Dracula with his typical, Count Dracula abilities. So that's one of the plots. There's a new government liaison who is not who he appears to be. What are his secret intentions? The Invisible Man, is he playing double agent? Is he on the side of the Global Protectorate Agency, or is he on the side of the Arcane Syndicate teammates? Find out. And what is the G.P.A. really up to? So these are some things going on. But it gets interesting. If you saw the original Frankenstein 1939 movie, a little girl drowns because he throws her in the lake. Well, what if that girl came back as a vengeful spirit and wanted to get revenge on Frankenstein's monster? This is Erwin J. Rosa's covers. The black and white was so cool, I decided to offer both. And this is Francesco Tomaselli. We just got 4 covers plus the blank. We tried to keep it simple for everybody because we didn't want to get too convoluted. Here are some interiors. Colors by February Ferdian. David River did the pencils and inks. George Medina is the letterer, and I am the writer, creator of the stories and plots. I'm not the creator of the characters, of course, as they are public domain. Anyway, except the creature is not public domain yet, so we changed the look, and he's not referred to that. Anyway, and the mummy, I forgot to mention, is part of this. So we do cool things. The Frankenstein's monster, he's the descendant of Dr. Frankenstein. He was dying of cancer, and using black magic and science, he transplants his brain into a Frankenstein's monster body. So he's intelligent, leading the team, and he's strong, and he's Frankenstein's monster. The Phantom of the Opera, with the help of Dr. Frankenstein in Frankenstein Monster's body, created this keyboard that he can play that is tied to magic, that creates spells depending on what he plays. So he's kind of their mage of the group. And there's a lot of different abilities. So like in this scene, they're trying to close a portal. Gargoyles are coming through. Phantom of the Opera shows up. He plays a spell that the musical ribbons bring the gargoyles and pull them back into the portal, and they shut it. Here is Vlad the Impaler in all his glory. I love this page. I mean, the artwork, the colors, David capturing the facial expressions perfectly. Just brilliant work on David's part. And I love working with him. He's fantastic. I'm so glad he's part of the Filbo Publishing family. And February Ferdian is just out of this world with his colors. I mean, this is just fantastic. I mean, look at this. And I know I don't mean this to sound braggadocious, but I'm proud of the writing in this book. I think this page alone shows you that I can write, that I can give you solid dialogue and compelling characters and stories. Everybody has a different voice. It's not all one person speaking. You know, sometimes writers get caught in that. So I'm proud of that. We threw some other pages that aren't colored, obviously, or lettered to show you. That's Dr. Frankenstein in the beginning of the book, learning about his cancer, the transplanting that he decides to do. This is later on after the gargoyles. They're all on the plane. Count Dracula is very pompous and arrogant and very powerful, of course. So you wonder, why is he with this team? And something cool happens. They go on a mission to recover the Necronomicon. What would happen if Count Dracula, an undead, gets hold of the Necronomicon and can control all the other vampires, can control the undead? What would happen? What would that mean for the human race? What would his plans be? So that, you know, by issue 5, we're dealing with that. If we get to issue 5, but you got to get us to issue 1. They're on the plane. They're using modern government technology, of course. The Invisible Man's the jokester of the group. Wolfman is the Hank McCoy kind of. I mean, he's intelligent, he's reserved, not quite the genius that Hank McCoy is, but he's intelligent, reserved, and he can transform at will thanks to a serum. The Mummy is pretty stoic. The Creature, you know, is again, he's not a foreground character, but we'll develop him more. Frankenstein is very intelligent, leads the group, and so it just, there's group dynamics of the different personalities as well as the different abilities, how they clash, how they match. Frankenstein's monster clashes with Count Dracula constantly. And later on, we introduce Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and he definitely is a challenge to Dr. Frankenstein's monster's leadership. So a lot of things go on in this. And this is Maximus. He is the head of the Global Protectorate Agency. He's who they answer to. And again, what are his nefarious intentions, or are they nefarious? What does he have in store? And these are the unfinished pages, of course. And for those who just jumped on, these are the finished pages. The colors are just, I'm telling you, this book is gorgeous looking, but I really feel you're going to enjoy the story. I do things that are totally different with this book and these characters that you haven't seen before. It's not just Monster Squad or the monster, you know, getting together. I promise you that. It's got humor. It's got action. It also has violence. It has the horror elements that you like from them. It also has superhero elements. It's really a good blend of everything, and I think all fans will enjoy it. As far as add-ons, we kept it simple. Filbo Publishing presents, if you want to try Tragedy #1, Withered #1, Dynamics #1. The Tragedy Trade Paperback, which is issues 1 through 5, with choice of cover by Chris Picciolo, Bill Sienkiewicz, and David Mack. Diary of Dread with the Tom Mandrake cover. All right, that's a 156-page magazine. This is 224 pages, so I'm giving you big books. Withered. If you don't know what Withered is about, I can tell you, but it's angels and demons, because time is not a construct of the human mind. It is actually this omnipotent, malevolent being that is imprisoned God. That's why life is tough, because God's not in charge. And Satan is his right-hand man, but Satan has his own plans, kind of Game of Thrones-y with angels versus demons, and the fate of humanity at stake. And the remaining archangels that have survived have taken humans that are about to pass away and be consumed by this thing, and turn them into angels to fight in the war. If you like the horror element, we have a monster pack. You get Arcane Syndicate #1, Withered #1, and Diary of Dread, 156-page, 5 full story Creepshow EC Comics type horror. And it's been reviewed. All of these books have been reviewed really well. I have major Marvel and DC artists saying that Tragedy was written really well. When Peter David tells you it's written well, it's better than most things on the shelf, is exactly what he said. I am awestruck and humbled and appreciative. Chuck Dixon said that Tragedy was well written. He even did a foreword in the trade paperback because of it. Thank you, Chuck. And Howard Mackey said Tragedy issue 1 was well written. The storyboard artist Kevin West for the Creepshow TV show said Diary of Dread was very good, and the last story actually disturbed him. Fans are coming in telling me that the books are well written, that I'm great with dialogue, I'm great with cliffhangers, I'm great with twists that you don't see coming. But I'm not telling you I am those things. I'm telling you that's what they're saying, and why don't you find out for yourself and you tell me, okay? So we've got the Monster Pack, Arcane Syndicate, Withered, and Diary of Dread, or we've got the all-in for all the covers on Arcane Syndicate, which is 6 if you include the sketch cover. And you can make any cover you want, a virgin, just for $5. Mm-hmm. We also have Kenny Calderon an art pledge, an art tier. It's 11 by 17, full figure character with partial background, inked, character of choice, 11 by 17 for $2.50, and you get the PDF of Arcane Syndicate. So you'll still get to read Arcane Syndicate if you just get art from Kenny. These are some samples. They're not for sale. Or actually, this might be for sale, but you have to talk to Kenny about it. But these are samples to show you his artwork and his ability. And for $2.50, it's a steal. He's very talented, and you can get work from him. Stretch goals. If we hit 4,000, and again, the 2,500 is what we're hoping to get funded with. You get a sticker from the cover. Then we 5,500, we get a black and white of the cover, David River cover, comic size print. Then at 7,000, we get the black and white comic size print of the original art cover from Kevin West, which is going to show you the original art. And then there's the team. There we are. Coming soon. I don't know how soon is Papa. That's another story for another day. If you are interested, please pledge. We have 47 days, so we're not collecting money for 47 days. If you're not sure how to work Kickstarter, just DM me. I'll help you, walk you through. Not a problem. If it's not your thing, but you want to support indie and see good stories get out there, you can donate. Just make a pledge without reward. $1, $5, $10, anything is much appreciated. And there you go. That's the Arcane Syndicate. Okay, thank you to those 5 backers who started us off. Look, I know Kickstarter lately for reader books has been kind of hard, and I know that collectors want those really cool covers and NSFW and things of that nature, and I totally get it. But if you want to see comics live, and you want to see art, good quality art, and you want to read quality stories, I really think you should give us a try at Filbo Publishing. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. But you have to give it a shot, and you tell me. Wow, why is it screaming like that? That's so weird. What is going on with there we go. And I just want to show you, here is the original cover. This is the original work by Kevin West. I love this cover. Absolutely gorgeous. Kevin is just a phenomenal artist. You can check him out. He's on Judge Dredd now at 2000 AD Publishing. Please go check it out. The art and the story blew me away. Now, that is my mother, so you may feel she's biased. But honestly, the good thing about my mother and my wife is if it's crap, they will tell me because they don't want me to embarrass myself. So there's that. Anyway, that is basically what's going on. We are live. Anybody want to pop any questions, say anything? Hey, Bradney, what's going on? Elston, let's go. Charles, thank you for backing. I really appreciate it. We hope to do this to fund quickly and be strong. The book is about 60% done. Almost all the pages are done by David, and we are just we're going to get colored and lettered. As you know, I'll work quickly and efficiently, and the book will be out soon enough. Okay. Again, this is a 47-day campaign. I'm hoping the book will be just about done by then. If not, just like maybe waiting for colors, etc., as the money comes in. And that's it. I'm not giving you a sob story. I work very hard at this publishing, as many do, and we try to put out quality professional level books, working with professionals. And we love you and we appreciate you and we need your support. And if you love this comic medium like I do, not just because of the art, not just because of cool characters, but you absolutely just love quality stories, characters you can relate to, new and different things, then give it a shot. And the other thing I'm going to ask is, there's nothing wrong with you buying a PDF, but nothing beats holding a book in your hands. Nothing. The smell of the print, the feel of the book. So just consider that. And the other books as well. There's a few people that they tried out a free PDF from me on Free Comic Book Day. And they wound up loving what I sent them, that they started buying everything that I do. And they're diehard fans. They love all my writing and what I do. And I'm grateful to them. You might find something that is your new passion, a new book that you're really excited to. I don't know how many of you still collect mainstream books, go to comic stores and do that. It used to be like a holiday every Wednesday, to go to the comic store and pick up my new stash of books. I mean, I was collecting like 100 titles a month, and it was exciting. And I just go home and shut out the world and read all those books, as many as I could in one sitting. And it was wonderful. It was like Christmas every week. It was something to look forward to. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore with new books. I don't. I'm not bashing anything. Maybe I'm just older and I don't relate, but I just don't have that excitement and passion for them anymore. But I do in writing. I do in putting out books. And I think if you still have that passion, these are books that you could be passionate about yourself, that you may say, oh man, this was so good. I can't wait for the next one. Again, I can sit here and I can pitch to you, I'm this great a writer, I'm that great a writer, or Chuck Dixon and Peter David and Howard Mackey said this, that, next thing. But none of that matters. Buy the book, read it, and you tell me. And if for whatever reason you don't like it, okay, thank you for your support. Thanks for giving it a try. Give it to someone who will like it. Maybe it's toilet paper for a week if you want to save money, whatever the case may be. But I really believe in what I'm doing. I believe in the stories I'm putting out. I'm confident in my writing and my dialogue. And I really feel people who want to enjoy reading books again will enjoy these books. And you're going to see things in this book that nobody's done with these characters before, while respecting their lore, respecting their history. Like I said, we like the Frankenstein's monster in 1939, he drowns that little girl. She comes back as a vengeful spirit, Dracula, Nosferatu, and Vlad the Impaler exist. And they all think the others are imposters. And there's a great vampire war coming. It's not a typical vampire book. I know a lot of derivative of typical, there's only so much you can do with vampires. This is different. It really is. I'm not just saying it as a marketing ploy. It really is. I don't lie. I'm an honest guy. That's probably why a lot of people don't like me. But I can't look you in the straight face and pitch something with the passion that I have if I don't really believe it. And I swear to you, I really think this is a fun book. My wife didn't think it was a good idea. When I said, I'd like to use the classic monsters and do something. I think I've got some cool ideas. And she was like, I don't know. Do you really want to take those characters? And I was like, yeah. She goes, well, hasn't everybody done everything you can with them, blah, blah, blah. I go, I don't know, because the ideas I have, I haven't seen them done before. I haven't seen anybody do them. And I started to kind of tell her, and she was like, oh, all right, we'll see. My wife was very skeptical. She didn't think it was a good idea. And I sent her the script, and she read it, and she goes, oh, my God, this is so good. I was wrong. This was really good. And I sent it to a few other people, and they said the same thing. They said it was really good. It was different. And it had all the elements you want from a book, not just the action, but quality character development and interaction and dynamics, many plot points. This is an ongoing series if it's successful, just so you know. I have a lot of stories to tell. And I I'm not on his level. I'm never going to compare myself. He's a legend. He's my favorite writer in comics, Chris Claremont. But I do have, because of my love for his work, I think I have a similar writing style where I open up a lot of plot threads. What I do differently is I do close some so you don't go crazy with 5 billion open. But I have a lot of underlying themes, underlying plots, things that are starting to percolate here and there. If you pay attention closely too, in book one, I'm even already opening up a few. And it's intriguing, it's interesting, it's fun. What did Bradney say? Oh, please send the books to my comic book store. I had sent you, Philip Russer. Well, Tragedy's going monthly next year, buddy, so hopefully they'll order. Talk to them. So because of my son, I can't have them because they're stuck and they have too much. Yeah, I totally get it. And I know well, thank you. I appreciate you saying I'm a great writer. Again, I don't want to sell myself as anything to you because everything is subjective, right? I want you. What I want to ask you is if you can just put your trust in me and invest in one book and see for yourself. And if you don't, okay, thank you for your support. You made a big difference in my life, and you can gift it to someone who maybe will like it. But what if you do? What if you really like it and you go, son of a gun? There's a guy named Cyrus Purveyor, he goes by on Facebook, and he never bought any of my books, never paid any mind. We got along on Facebook, very nice guy. I don't get upset for people for not buying my books because we all have our own personal tastes. But Free Comic Book Day, I sent him 39 Cedar Lane, which is, I actually offered the free PDF last night on the live with Elston Christopher. Unfortunately, people didn't ask for it. Anyway, it's a horror story, the first one in Diary of Dread, and he loved it. He didn't see the twist coming. He thought the writing was fantastic. He loved it. And he started buying my books, and he loves tragedy. He loves everything that I'm putting out. And now he says he's a fan for life, and I'm grateful to him. And that's happened with several people. There are people that come to conventions, and they see me, and what do you got that's new? What do you got that's new? Because they don't go on Kickstarter, but they buy from me from conventions. And maybe you're one of those people, and you just don't know it yet. But for a little bit of money, you could wind up finding that new treasure that you enjoy. It's very possible. Anyway, I'm going to show this one last time, and we'll wrap it up. I normally have guests. It didn't work out this time. And to be honest with you, I think people get tired of these Kickstarter videos, and I'm not trying to bore everybody. I'm going to one last time do the video, scroll down the page, and I'm going to ask you to please pledge. I mean, the artwork is there. There's no doubt the artwork is there. By the way, this logo was exactly what I wanted. I go to Robert Powers for my logos, and he never disappoints. And he doesn't just nail what I'm looking for, but he gets it, if not the first time, by the second time. And I'm not kidding. The guy knows his stuff at logo design. So reach out to Robert Powers for logo designs. That's the story. You can read all about it. Here are the rewards. David River cover with February 30 on colors. Kevin West with February 30 on colors. Erwin J. Arosa and the black and white version, or you can get the both as a pair with $5 off. Francesco Tomaselli, who's an Image. He does Spawn covers. He's done some DC covers. Blank sketch cover. If you're an artist or a collector of art, if you're a collector of art and you want to read the story, you can get your own custom-made cover by your favorite artist. That's the great thing about sketch covers. And it's less money for a sketch cover. The other thing is, if you're an artist, you can get a sketch cover, read the story, enjoy it, do some art, and then sell it and make a profit. So that's a win-win for everybody. Again, just to show you the interiors. I mean, look at how he draws the mummy. Look at this. It's just fantastic, man. Oof. How imposing Frankenstein's monster is, Dracula. I mean, look at this. It's just badass. Rocking it out, man. Look at that. Look at Chopin go. So just great work. And again, this is quite possibly one of my favorite pages of any book I've done. Hey, Guido. Guido Martinez campaign just ended for Night issue 6. Thank you to all of you who backed and supported. But I am going to say a lot of you are missing out on a great story. So I hope you come out for issue 7 because we got a lot more to tell you. keep eyes on Filbo Publishing and Guido Martinez as far as Night issue 6 fulfillment and when we're going to launch Night issue 7. So please keep that in mind. It's a great superhero mixed with fantasy. It's urban fantasy, dark wizards and necromancers and heroes, and it's just got so much well-written, great art. Knight, Knight. And worst case scenario, if you miss the campaigns, reach out to me or Guido or both. DM us, and we can hook you up with books. We can even add you to the fulfillment if you want. Anyway, I love this page. Just read through this page, and you can see what my writing is like. And how David captured the facial expressions to match the dialogue so beautifully, and the body posturing. David River is a gem, man. He's a very humble, down-to-earth, kind human being. He delivers big time. And when the pages come in, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you 2 more pages that came in of Nosferatu's introduction, the pencils. And Monday I should get the inked pages. Just phenomenal. But here are some of the pages of his inks and pencils. You can go through, look at the pages, see for yourself. This is a quality drawn book. And you can see the writing samples to see that it's well written. And then you've got other stuff if you're interested, in what I'm doing. All right, this isn't everything that we publish, but it's a lot of it, and you can check it out. Get the Monster Pack, and you can try 3 different books that we publish. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick that art, and then I'm going to show the trailer, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, for those of you who stuck around, thank you. You are probably all my loyal friends, and I appreciate you very much. It's tough times for the comic independent industry, or the comic industry as a whole. So if there's any chance you guys can really support and pledge, that would be much appreciated. More than you could ever know. Okay, got it. Wait, why won't it show it? Son of a gun. It didn't show. Crap. Oh, all right. Hang on. I got it here. Why didn't that download right? Quick access. We're going to go there. Okay. All right. The one page didn't load, but I did put them up on my Facebook. This is Nosferatu in the book. Why did it do that? This thing. There you go. Again, the inked page will be done. The page before this is really impressive too, but unfortunately, for some reason, it didn't download right. Again, they're feral, and this is his right-hand man. I'm telling you, it's an all-out blast between the vampire fights. They go after the Necronomicon, and they wind up fighting zombies to get it. Ghosts, gargoyles, undead spirits. They're going to go into limbo. There's just so much that they're going to do, and it's going to be a blast. But we need you. Shares and likes and comments are huge. They're gratefully accepted and humbly appreciated. But if I'm to be honest, in this time, we need pledges. We need financial support. We need you to help us be able to create these books, because they're getting very expensive. Printing costs have gone up. Shipping costs go up. Everything is going up. And it's making it harder and harder for us to provide those books. And if you love this medium, you want to see continue, we need you. Period. All right, here's the trailer one last time. All right. So that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And for the 7 that happened, why am I... Can you guys hear me? Are you there? Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I'm plugged in and it does this. I don't understand it. I got to figure it out. Anyway, for the 7 backers that came in to start, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And we hope that this goes strong. We hope to fund pretty quickly, and we hope to fund it all. And we hope to make some extra money so that we can start working on book 2. All right. Before I go, I just want to again thank you to all who supported Night issue 6, written and created by Guido Martinez, published by Global Publishing. Thank you to those who are looking to pledge on Arcane Syndicate, who have backed all my other tragedy campaigns, etc. And in the new year, it's going to be an interesting year, exciting, nerve-wracking, etc., because tragedy will be monthly in comic stores across North America. And when the time comes, I will explain everything. We'll go over it, and I'm going to ask you to go to your local comic shop and ask them to order it. Yeah, so that's it. I am going to leave you with what I always leave you with. Be legendary and have fun storming the castle.